So today we're going to do what I'm calling is the ultimate fix for the moving bed rail caps or the lifting bed rail caps on the new Toyota Tacoma. What I'm talking about is when you put a tonneau cover on, at least the one I have, it puts downward pressure on the inside edge of the bed rail cap or the bed cap, and then it lifts up on the side and you get this gap over here. I've seen it as much as ½ an inch. The problem is the material that Toyota uses to hold this down does not stop it from pushing inward, right? So why I call it the ultimate fix is because I'm going to attempt, and I'll probably use metal. I have aluminum and I have wood. But what I'm going to attempt to do is put a spacer, or not really a spacer, I guess it's a spacer, but a piece like so that will rest on the rail down here and then go up against the bed cap at the top. And the idea is that when the tonneau is pushing down, you will have this spacer, this piece, to stop it from going any further. In other words, there'll be resistance below. It's a mechanical fix, I guess. And it's the best way, other than, of course, drilling holes through your bed cap and putting screws in here, which I would never do, to be able to stop this from happening. So the challenge is to be able to get the right height. And what I've got is 1 3/4 inches, I believe. I'll let you know a little later. And it looks to me, just judging it from what I see outside, that it's the right height. So what I'm going to do is remove the rails from the inside, and then I'm going to put a couple of these in, make sure that the rails fit properly and that these have good contact. In other words, they don't move, because any amount that they would move from the top would allow the bed rail to curl in. So there are two areas. There's like little plastic pieces that go down all the way across here. These fit in between. It's why I went with ½ inch wide material. So I'm going to try, in my theory anyway, to get these in between those two spaces. So far it's not fitting. ½ inch is not a good size. So I already have a fail, and looks like another trip to Lowe's to get a thinner, narrower material. Yeah, this is too wide. So ½ an inch is not going to do it. I'd need a little bit thinner material. So, like I said, it looks like I did not account for the thickness of the bed rail edge. There is some thickness to that. So I need material that's, yeah, that's not going to work. I need material that's a little bit narrower. So that means I get to take a trip to Lowe's. I'll be back. Okay, back from Lowe's. I got 1/4 inch channel, and what this is for is plywood. The problem is it's actually ½ an inch tall, if you will, but only 1/4 inch wide. So I did a quick test fit, seemed to be okay. Now let's do a real fit, and it does fit. Now the question is, will the rail fit under it? And the answer is no. It's just a little bit too long. So 1 3/4 inches does not appear to be the magic number for length. And I don't really want to force it, because I don't want to force the rail up from the inside either. That's just a problem the other way around. So it looks like I'm about, I don't know, maybe a 1/16 or so off. I'm not sure. So I'm going to trim it, and once I get it right, I'll let you guys know the right size. Okay, I've got one in down here at the front, which is where the biggest problem is. And notice I'm pushing on the rail, right? I'm putting pressure on it with my spacer in there. So I'm putting downward pressure on the inside. Now let me take that spacer out and show you what it does when I put pressure on it. This is with the spacer gone, and watch what it does. See it move? See it moving around? Even more when you get to the edge. This definitely is going to, I think, solve the problem. So let me get back over to the workbench. I'll let you know what the measurement of this is, and then I need to cut. I think I'm going to put about maybe 8 or so in on each side, and I am going to go all the way down the rail while I'm at it. Why not? Although it doesn't seem to have a big problem towards the back, it's really the front. So I'll probably put like a couple up here, and then maybe 6 more as I go down, or something like that. We'll see. Okay, real quick, here's the label from Lowe's. It says for 1/4 inch, it's trim channel aluminum for 1/4 inch plywood. And this is what it looks like. I would have gotten a solid piece, 1/4 by 1/4, but they didn't have it. So this works. And I did measure this, and it is actually 1 3/4 inches. The other one that I tried beforehand was actually about a 1/16 too long. So 1 3/4 inches is what you need. You know, a little bit longer is probably not a problem, but I wouldn't go a 1/16. So 1 3/4 inches, that's what I'm going to use. Now I just need to cut a million of these. That's going to be fun. And then we'll go over and assemble everything into the bed rail. Okay, I've got all 16 of my pieces cut. Pretty easy to cut. A sharp hacksaw blade, in about 30 minutes or so you can get through this pretty quick. I did sand down all the edges because the last thing I want to have this do is to be sharp and push up through the bed cap. So make sure you do something like that. Now, to hold these down while I put them in, I think I'm just going to use a little piece of tape, because as you could see in the earlier part of the video, they do slide out, and I can't hold up 8 of these things at a time while I set the rails in. So let's put them in, see if they work. All right, I've got them all placed in. I actually only needed to tape one. All the rest were tight enough that the friction holds them in, so that's good. I put 4 up here in the front because this is where the biggest problem is. So we've got 4 in up here. We'll see, again, if it works. I hope so. And then the rest just placed all across the rest of the space. So let's see if I can get, first of all, the rail back on there. This little locator pin they have pushes in, by the way. So you kind of have to pull it out to get the rail back in, and it wants to go back in. So they've made it a little more difficult for us. I don't have to use that push pin thing, I don't think, but I would like to because it helps steady the bar while you do it. All right, and then as always, I tighten these down by hand at the end, just so I don't strip them out. They're not, wow, they're not that tight to begin with. Let me go ahead and finish this up. I'll do the other side, and then we'll take a look. Got both sides done. You guys can see, yeah, if they were black, they would blend in much better, of course. But there'll be a tonneau cover over this, so it's not something you're really ever going to see. And if it really bothered me, I could grab a paintbrush and paint them black. Now, how do they work? Well, the bed rail cap does not move at all. And I honestly think I'm probably doing a bit of overkill, because you could probably get away with doing 1 or 2 and then maybe 1 or 2 more down the way, and that's all you really need. All we're trying to do is stabilize the cap from rolling in, and it wants to go back in. So with downward pressure. And with the way this is sitting right now, and I'm putting a decent amount, and you guys can see it's not moving. Same thing on the other side. Matter of fact, I think the other side's even tighter. But no issues. So I'm very, very happy about that. Let's take a look at them from the outside, which I haven't yet, just to make sure I didn't create another problem on the other side. Looking down the rail cap, you can see all the way down to the edge. And do we get any movement here? You get a little movement on the outside, of course, because I think that's normal. This thing is going to flex, but it is not going to push up from pressure on the inside. It's just not going to happen. Looks good over there. Let's check out the other side. Here's the back part. It's always a little higher back here. I don't know. I don't think that's a problem. Nice and tight seam all the way down. This one's even better down here. And this one, when I push on the edge, I get like almost nothing. So I think that's going to solve the problem. Toyota, you can contact me for patent information. Anyway, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I think it came out really well, and a solution to a problem that there's no way in hell we should have to deal with, but we do. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.